Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead. So this is going to be from the 6th to the 12th of January 2025. If you want to book your 2025, it's on the website. 6 month is half price, so nice little deal if you just want to cover the next 6 months. There's career direction reads, love direction reads. You can book a face-to-face, okay? So let's take a look and see what we can see. So we're going to change it up a little bit this week, and we're going to do it a little bit different. We're not going to do it the same way we would. We're going to do a structured read. So let me tell, what can we see for Virgo about the self? What are we seeing? How's Virgo feeling about themselves this week? You're letting go. So the Nine of Wands reversed is some of you could be feeling really, really positive about 2025. I think you're just not obsessing too much, but some of you's you're changing your focus. That's what I'm getting with the Page of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Cups, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you's are focused on yourself. I'm getting that for the Virgo man, there's someone you're just not interested in. This person keeps trying to come with an offer. They keep trying to get your attention. If you're cross-watching for a Virgo and you are a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, this Virgo is not interested. So if you're dealing with a Virgo man and you're cross-watching, I feel like this Virgo just is not interested. This is for the woman who keeps giving an offer to this Virgo. This guy's about himself. And he's just not interested, because Page of Pentacles reverse would be somebody who just isn't holding on. They're not giving you any attention. Right. For the Virgos who've got a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio moon though, for the Virgo woman, you're in your feels in some way. I think you've got money. You've got the job down. That's not a problem for you. But the Queen of Cups can be somebody who really, really wants love. They really want human connection. But again, are you willing to help yourself? Are you willing to change your behavior? For the Virgo woman as well, like money might not be your focus, right? You feel quite okay within yourself, but you keep giving yourself to somebody who basically is complacent. I'm also getting someone who's missing opportunities for happiness, because maybe where they're putting their energy is misplaced. And like I said, if you're cross-watching and you're a water sign man or a water sign woman, this Virgo just is not interested. Okay, when a Virgo's interested, you'll know. I feel like you just need to give up on this. Because in the self, it's coming up as that they're just focused on the self. They're focused on money. I feel like this Virgo could also be focused on somebody else. So why you pine for this Virgo and wait on this Virgo, they're just focused on someone else or something better. Now, the other message is this is the self position. So the message here as a Virgo is that there's things that you want. Okay, well, you need to stop sitting on your ass and brooding and make a change so you can get to the job, the happiness, or whatever it is you want. Okay, love, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So I do think some Virgos know exactly what they want. Some of yours, your career is everything, and it's blocking love, right? So that's what I'm kind of getting here. I'm getting that a person is lonely and they do want love, but in love, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. So it could be your job takes a lot of your time. It could be, you know, you need to do some self-work so you can find love. For some of you, I think it's about, there's a person that you really want to work it out with. Like this is the person that you want. For the Virgo man, it's a fire sign. But maybe this fire sign has moved on, because you do have the Nine of Wands reversed. So, but some of you might want to work it out with an ex. I do get for the Virgo man, like you're hell-bent on being with this person. Some of you might have been with this person a long time. For the Virgo woman, you're putting a lot of effort into a masculine, but it looks like this person's focus is in someone else. Right? Again, for the Virgo women who are single, it's about, if you want love, you're going to have to start putting your energy into love and not putting so much energy into your work. That's what the Death card is with the Four of Cups. You're missing opportunities to be happy because your work consumes you. And Queen of Wands is the energy queen. She's the energy queen, so all of her energy is going into her work, and then she might be tired. What are we seeing for money for Virgo, please? Okay, so again, some of you are not, you're clinging to a job or you're clinging to your money and you're not investing your money. So some of you want more money, but again, some of you have only got one job. So this can be a person who lives in a fear state because all the money is just coming from one source of income. Some of you need to think about multiple sources of income this year. I'm getting someone who's in a dead-end job because the 4 is a person who's in low means. It's a low number. So this is a person who could be in a matrix job, could be in a needs to follow the rules because if they step out the bounds, they'll lose the job and that's the livelihood. So some of you Virgos this year, you need to change things up. Like, you're missing opportunities to build a business, multiple income streams, find happiness, but you cling too much to your comfort zone. Same for the Virgo man, like you just keep going with this Queen of Wands. I feel like you're going after somebody who's with somebody else. Okay, so it could be an ex who moved on with somebody else. And for the Virgo woman, you keep pursuing this Scorpio, I would say. But you keep pursuing a man who's not emotionally invested. Doesn't have to be a Scorpio. Scorpio's coming up. You're not going to get your wish fulfillment. So some of you Virgos, like, you're fucking yourself. You just... And those who are cross-watching, like, fuck Virgo, they're all about themselves from what I've observed. I'm not trying to be a bitch, I'm just being honest. Like, I just think with Virgos, it's not really that. I just think if they're invested, they're invested. If they're not, they're not. And what I mean is, like, if they're telling you to go fuck yourself, they're not appreciating your time, they're not appreciating what you're offering, okay, later. Don't let them sit, because they are, like, them Virgo men can be players. Don't let them sit there keeping you as an option. Like, simply just move on. You know? Don't feed their ego, right? Like, Virgo men can play a lot of games, and the women. I'm sorry, I know Virgos are watching this, but it's the facts, and you know it's the facts, so deal with it or don't. I don't hate Virgos, I like Virgos, they're one of my favourite signs, but we're going to be speaking the truth, and that's, you know. So, yeah, for some of you who are cross-watching, like, I don't think this Virgo's using you. Some of you, it's just basically, Five of Swords reversed, I don't think they're doing it from a nasty place. They're just either not in a good place, they're either not in a good place within themselves, or the focus is elsewhere. Okay? Because Virgos are investors, right? So if a Virgo is interested in you, you'll know. Like, you don't have to, like, really sit there, like, the communicators, like. But yeah, I do think Virgos can be very selfish people. They can be very absorbed people. And so if you're someone who's watching for a Virgo and it's like, I really love this Virgo, it's like, you might, but they don't love you. And you need to stop wasting your time. You know? Some Virgos, it's more about being in the bottom. You're in that kind of... Some of you might have been in a job for, like, 1 to 3, 4 years. You've been in the same pattern. You're in a dead-end job. You're not following your heart. You're following your fear. Again, like I said, if you're cross-watching for a Virgo man, I mean, if you're a fire sign, then there might be potential here, because it seems like this Virgo really wants to be with this fire sign. Leo and Virgo, one of the best matches. It could be Aries too, Sagittarius. But yes, Leo and Virgo is one of the best matches. So, like I said, I think as well for the Virgo man, there could be an opportunity here. So if this is an ex, or if this is somebody who moved on with somebody else, there might be an opportunity to reconnect for sure. Because I feel like this person, whoever this fire sign is, they've left this person now. So the person that they ended up with when they left you, or it ended with you, they've now left that person, the single. So there can be a reconciliation here, but again, I think it's about... Virgos need to be real with themselves this year. And if you're dealing, don't let people waste your time. You know, it could be Virgos, like you could be dealing with this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or this Scorpio. And again, he's focused on somebody else. So people keep doing this where they're waiting in the wings, like they're in a queue waiting for fucking at the bank or at the supermarket. You're letting people waste your time, your energy, your life. Like, you know, choose me or lose me. And that's it. You know, too many people are doing this, right? So, yeah, I think it's not about having an attitude problem. It's just like we're not playing like that. We're not teenagers. We haven't got all the time in the world. You're not going to get to go check if the grass is greener and then come back to me. You better see that the grass is green to begin with or stay over there. I seem mad, but it's your energy. I'm not particularly mad. I mean, I'm not particularly happy either, but just rolling with the fucking punches, you know. Okay, so the career for this week for Virgo. Yeah, definitely the career needs to change. Some of you are in some dog shit job. You're clinging to it because you need the money. You're not happy. You'd actually feel powerless. You might be treated quite badly in this job. This could be someone who's highly demanding. So you've got the Eight of Pentacles and then you've got this Queen of Wands. So some of you, this could be your boss. But whoever this person is, this is a person who demands far too much. You worry if you displease this woman that you'll lose your job. This is it. A lot of people are miserable because they're just being controlled and manipulated and exploited. And what else are you going to be? I'm getting someone who's got deep, deep anger here. They're repressing deep, deep anger. They're repressing a dark night of the soul. Okay? But yeah, some of you need to stand in your power. And you need to be like, what you feed, what you invest in this year, invest back in or it's out. Challenges for this week for Virgo. Yeah, that something is just like, some of you, something is a dead end, but you're not taking a new path. Okay, something's got no future, but someone is not opening themselves up to new opportunities in the finances or in the career or in the love life. It's the same for me. I'm not judging you as I've got a Virgo ascendant. A lot of us, Ace of Pentacles reversed, this was the self position. You're not valuing yourself, right? Some of you are unstable within yourself. You're not making good choices. It's time to like create your future. It's time to take back your power. It's time to value yourself. Because if you don't, the world's going to chew you up and spit you out now more than ever. Nothing but fucking predators out here now. Nothing but users. The minute they see they can't get something, oh, like that. Horrors out here now, mate. So you need to protect your interests, get solid within yourself and get around people who represent character and decency instead of the kind of dog shit that's out here these days. Okay, obstacles this week, please. Not moving forward, settling for less than you deserve. Some of you are around bad family. They don't support you. They're not good for you. Why are they there? You know, because the blood, because it's the mother. You know, I've had Muslims say to me, you know, you need to go back to your mother. You need to forgive your mother. And I'm like, who are you talking to? You forgive your mother and let your mother walk all over you, but don't tell me what I need to do. You know, I've literally had people say to me that what's been done to me is invalid because it's my mother or it's my father. It's like, say that again. Right, like stop listening to people. You dictate what you forgive. You dictate what you know, like, okay? Don't have to do anything. Okay? But to live on your own terms in the society that we live in now, you'd have to be very, very powerful. Very powerful. You have to surround yourself with the strong, not the weak. You need to look at people's characters. You need to test them. You need to see how fast they break. You need to say no, because that'll teach you who they really are when you say no. And be smart. Okay, but yeah, some of you have got these toxic family members. They walk all over you. They don't care about your happiness. They don't care about your well-being. Fuck these people. Get them out of your life, right? Okay, or don't. And face the consequences and let them walk all over you till you die. What is the outcome for Virgo this week, please? So for the Virgo man, you're at a dead end. You might be jobless or you might be working in some job that's really bad for you. Some of you keep fighting for this feminine. She's laughing at you. She's destabilizing you. She kind of this was going to sound bad, but she sees you as quite pathetic. In other words, like she just sees it as I can go back to him whenever I want. He's never. This is what I'm getting with Virgos. There's something about complacency. Yeah, there's something about people who think they've got you made. You know, they think they've got you made. They think you're a pushover. They think they can, and your job is to be like, yeah, judgment. With the strength card reversed. Like I said, I'm getting somebody who's in a real bad position here, and I'm getting a person who's tolerating a lot and they're repressing a lot and they're gonna blow. Could be a Leo, it could be you. Like this is a person who just is getting to the end of the rope when it comes to a set of circumstances. For the Virgo woman, it's really about being careful with who you're giving yourself to, because like we talked about this, didn't we, about these people who just like, they just exploit you, like they don't care about you, and then the minute you say no, they get like angry. So some of you Virgo women, you might be being too naive when it comes to who a person is. Like this is a person who's nicey nice, you know, all of this, but the minute you say no, you see the true face. If you're cross watching and dealing with a Virgo, I feel like, and I know, because Virgos can be snakes. They can be snakes. Like snakes. And this is not me being a bitch, it's not because I've been burned by a Virgo, although I have, but it's not about that. I'm a mature woman, I take my work very seriously, I'm not projecting on all Virgos, but I'm saying you've got to be careful with Virgos because they have a dark side, and if they're not integrated, if they're not, they can really run over people for money, for status, for, you know, the men can be serial cheaters, but they act like nice men. You got to be very, very careful with Virgo. Because they tend to come from a lot of logic, right? So some of you, I think you're dealing with a Virgo man if you cross-watch him, but this Virgo man's a piece of shit. He's a user, he moves pieces, he plays this person, moves that. He's a social climber, he's all about himself. He's a liar, he's a cheater, his word counts for nothing. And some of you Virgos, you don't like who you've become, then change it. It's, you know, we've all had our lowest version, we've all looked at ourselves and not liked ourselves, we don't have to carry on being that person, we can get better, we can choose better. There's plenty of people who lose the way and then they recorrect the course and get back to better, right? Some of you, I think you feel very angry, and I think it needs to be channeled, it needs to be get in the gym, start fighting, join MMA. What you need to do is take whatever is controlling you, what's dominating you, and use it, right? Some men are built for violence, I'm about that. I like a gangster, I like a man who can take care of business. But uncontrolled men are dangerous to themselves and other people. But yes, the right men are built for violence, but they're not going to be out here projecting all over people, hurting people. They're going to take their anger and the pain and they're going to channel it. I think some of you Virgos, you've been, and I think some of yous in your defence, you've met some pretty nasty bitches, you've met some pretty nasty women, and I think you've been a good man, and I think the pain, the betrayal is caught up. Some of yous, the job you're in is what the trigger is. So you're in this job and you're being controlled, and, you know, Virgos can have arrogance, and I think you're just like, I'm being given direction from these people, I'm better than these people. Then you need to go in a new course, start a new job, and you know, not try to fight these people. But I'm getting a message for Virgo this week, something to do with feeling like you can't control something, an anger, a pain, a person, a set of circumstances, but it's because you're not supposed to. Right? The only thing you should be focused on this week is self-control and what you can control, and leave the rest where it is. And some of you have just got dog shit people around you. You've got crummy jobs, bad actors, and you need to not try and change that. You need to go in a new direction. And like I said, if you're cross-watching and you're dealing with this Virgo who's acting as if you're less, he's disregarding or she's disregarding. But like I said, you know, because see the way you got the Queen of Cups reversed now, so this is for the woman who was kind of giving everything to this Virgo man. You see, someone sees someone as a joke. Like they laugh at you. So for the person who's cross-watching for this Virgo man, like this guy mocks you, he laughs at you, he thinks you're a fool. And for the Virgo man or the Virgo woman who's given themselves to this person and you're coming from a genuine place, they're laughing at you. They just think you're a fool. And some of years, I feel like, coming back to what we said, there is family members and people in your life who think they've got you made. They're using money, they're using. I remember someone said this to me, they were like, oh, you'll change your mind tomorrow. I thought, bitch, you don't know how far I'm gone. I won't be changing my mind tomorrow. What I'm saying is sometimes when you're dealing with family or you're dealing with people for a long time, they really start to think that they know you, right? They start to like think that they've got you made. But yeah, I remember that statement where she said to me like, oh, you know, you'll change your mind tomorrow. And at that time, I didn't even say anything, and I've got a Virgo ascendant, and I was just thinking in my head, will I? Sorry, things have changed. And how I frame you has definitely changed. You know? I just think with some of you, like, you have got these people in your life, for the Virgos who are, it's you who feels betrayed, it's you who feels hurt, because coming back to what I said, people just take the piss. And yeah, there's a darkness that's coming up for Virgo where it's like, do you know? Do you know? Okay. But I think you need to channel yourself this week, and I think some of you need new directions. And I think you need to stop fighting for people who are not fighting for you. Like, these people don't care about you. They think you're a joke. Right? Like, you know, they'll keep you around for a rainy day. Like, there's too much of this going on. But we need to stop fighting the devil, the demonic, the dark. And the best way to hate them is remove yourself from their life. Let them sit with the dog shit. Let them use each other, right? Don't think so. Take your quality, take your excellence, and give it to a company that'll appreciate it instead of exploit it. Because honestly, we live in such a bad time of exploitation. Like, people are just being abused out here. You know, no wonder if people feel angry and resentful, because what else are you going to feel? You know, but instead of fighting the dark, your job is to become the light and say, I don't fuck with that. You don't get access to me. You're not going to control me through fear. You're not going to control me through a job. You're not going to manipulate me emotions. And like I said, if you're cross-watching and you're dealing with the dog shit Virgo, you know what to do. No offense, Virgo. I love Virgo. I really do. And like I said, I don't really care. Comment what you want. Say that I don't care. I'm just going to do my readings how I do them. Take them, leave them, whatever, right? Geminis can be the same. If you go and watch their readings, I say the same to everybody. We can all be users, we can all be dark, we can all be toxic, right? Some of you, this is being done to you, so you know the advice, which is to call these people's bluff. And some of you's cross-watching Virgos are doing it to you, and it's time for it to end. If you want to book a personal, a face-to-face, I've got deep coaching, there's career reads, love reads. I think you need a new direction. There's something about just feeling like the world is controlling you, just not feeling your best version, feeling quite dark, feeling quite shit. So what you actually need is to not brood in this version, not brood in what was lost, not brood for these people who've betrayed you. You need to focus on the new and create a new version. And seeing people for who they are. That's a big one for a lot of people. Like, you got to open your eyes. Like, some of you are misled when it comes to the people around you and what their intentions are and what you believe about them. And if you actually knew, if you were God and you could see these conversations and you could see these people, you'd be quite shocked. Okay? It is a time to stop. I think a lot of people have been feeding predators. It's a time to stop giving to the devil and give to people who are worthy. People who respect our time, people who respect our gifts, people who respect our energy, people of class, people of character. We all want to win. We all want to get somewhere. But you don't have to run over people. You don't have to be an absolute brute. And that's what's happening out here. It's just brutism. It's just nasty. The devil has took hold of a lot of people. You know, some of you, the devil's taking hold of you, and you can choose to be that. You can choose to be that, or you can say no. No. You know, because remember what I said, I am them, they are me, we are all each other, we are all the dark, we are all the light, right? So yeah, some of you need to review yourself, your own character, your own morality, and some of you, it's about people around you who you need to now remove access because you are too good for these people. These people do not deserve a place at your table. They don't deserve any of what you've got to offer. And when you do remove yourself, let's see them laugh then. Because the facts are, is when a real one gets up from the table, they'll notice, they'll feel it. Okay? If you want to book your 2025, it's below. If you want to book the 6 month, it's half price, it's on deal. And there's lots of other reads where you can come and speak to me if you wish to. Enjoy your week, and I'll speak to you soon.